Back with another one, a divine, light, powerful message. And I just want to talk to you today. And I really want to share this with you because there is a lot of people who are going to tell you always to look outside yourself for God. And we must understand this one thing, right? That God is not to be searched for. God is not something that you must go and find, but God is to be found. And so I want to do this message right now because I really want this to resonate with you. I really want this to speak to your soul, that when you are on a quest for God, when you are on a search for God, when you are on a hunt for God, it needs no taking you to go out and look for God. You don't need to open your eyes and look for God. What you need to do is close your eyes, and there you will find God. Close your eyes, and there you will find God. You see, we try to look for God and find God with our eyes wide open, but you're not going to find God because God is now not something that has ran away from you. God has not ran away from you in the ideology or in the realization that he had ran away from you, or she had ran away from you, or it had ran away from you. But God is to be found within. So when I say he or she, I'm talking to either the man who's searching or the woman who's searching. You understand? God is not something that has left you. You understand? So God cannot be something to be found, like hide and seek. You go hide upon a tree, and I turn around and I count, and I got to come and look for you. But God is something that you don't have to go and search for. God is not to be searched for, but God is to be found. You cannot find God. God must be found. And you find God, or when God is found, is when you stop looking with your eyes open, and you must look with your eyes closed. You understand? And this is how God comes in. This is how God opens up, and this is how God wakes up the mind of those who know that, hey, I don't have to go and look for a book. I don't need to go and look for a pastor to tell me this, but I just have to go and stop looking. To see, the idea to finding God is to stop looking. There was a poem, or a poet named Rumi, who said that when I was in search of God, I only found myself, or when I was looking for myself, I only found God. You see what I'm saying? So God is not to be searched for. And I want you to understand this. You know, this is not a top secret, but it is a top secret. You understand? The top secret is that you are God. The top secret is there is no top secret to you being God. But the thing is, you just don't want to admit it. You don't want to admit that you are God. You don't want to admit these things. You must admit these things in order for these things to be true. You see what I'm saying? The only thing that becomes true is what the man or the woman thinks so. So when the man or the woman think that this thing is true, then it becomes true. If they don't believe it, then it never becomes true for you. You see, if you have a fear of monsters, then anything could scare you because you don't know what's hiding behind the mask of something that is facing you. And you believe that anything that you're facing is a monster because you believe that anything that's facing you has a disguise to it, and it has a mask to it. And so that thing could become a monster to you. And this is what our fears do. Our fears play a role in our lives as monsters, that when we facing our fears, we look at these things that are in disguise as monsters because we have a fear of monsters. And so our fears are disguised as monsters. And so we face these big challenges and these big things, and then we think that, oh, I am not big enough to take on this because I need to call on someone bigger than me. I need to call on God who is bigger than me. But the thing is, like I said before, the only thing that becomes true is what the man or the woman thinks so. You know, there's a famous book by Viktor Frankl, who wrote in that book, that whatever the man thinks so, so he is. Whatever you think is so are you. So is he. So is he. You understand? So if you think a certain thing, then this thing becomes you. If you think a certain way, then that way becomes your way. You adopt to these ways. You adopt to these things, and your monster grows and it festers. And you see, the thing is, you have a big monster inside of you. You have something that's bigger than a monster, something that's bigger than your worst fear, and that is God. God is the thing that's inside you. But you keep thinking that in order to face this fear, in order to face this challenge, in order to overcome this obstacle, I need to go first and find God so that God can fight it for me. But the thing is God is not something that you need to find. God is something that needs to be found. And God is found when you stop opening your eyes looking for God and you close your eyes and you see God. That's when God is found. And when you do that, I can promise you, my divine beloved beings, I can promise you that no monster is big enough, no challenge is great enough, and no fear will ever overcome you. This is your Lord Obeng, and I say I love you, I love me, I love us. I am.